Generation Z, the best generation. Well, an interesting one. Caught in a time where the majority of us can't remember a world without the internet. Stuck in a present boiling pots of ideas and beliefs being thrown around. The said most accepting generation, yet unaccepting of ideas or beliefs the majority considers to be bad or harmful. We aren't too different from other generations before us, like Generation X, the unheard silent rebels who raised the majority of us, as well as the silent generation who raised them while playing by the rules. It's things like these that really makes our perspective in the modern world so interesting and often overlooked. I'm a Gen Z kid myself. I was born in the summer of 2003, and man, when I tell you things changed from how they used to be, believe me, they have. Being somewhat in the middle of this generation, I got to actually experience the culture shift my fellow Gen Zs share in today's social climate. I think it was around 2015 or 2016 when the shift began, with things like the Me Too movement, the rise of acceptance of the LGBTQ, the change from popular music to hip-hop, as well as the content being marketed towards us from businesses and companies. At first, the changes came slowly. So slowly where we could recognize a thing or two, but brush it off as nothing important. And man, when 2020 hit, BAM! Everything, and I mean everything, was ramped up. For my transition from middle school to high school, I was shocked to learn about what jokes I could make and what jokes I couldn't make. The motive was to not offend anybody anymore, regardless of where they came from or what you thought. Well, it was more so a girl thing following the rules. The guys stayed the same in silence. At first I was appalled by this shit. Like, the fuck? How you gonna tell me what I can and can't say? And truthfully, this pissed me off. So much that I would go out of my way to offend people just to prove some sort of point. But after experiencing quite interesting situations in college, I've come to depart from this previous mindset of mine. Hell, words can hurt. Jokes can hurt. No one likes to be the butt of a joke. Well, maybe some people do, and that's great for you. But not everyone. The best jokes are where everybody can laugh. Maybe it's due to the amount of time I spend behind my screen, or even my brain maturing as I've gotten older. But I've come to long for that sense of community, that feeling of harmony, the joys of belonging. But again, not everyone feels the same way. Should we take into account their own feelings as well? Apparently, this generation suffers from having the most mental issues. Can you blame us? A lot of us had access to the internet from a very young age. I'll be real with you. I knew plenty of people, including myself, who'd been observing pornography as early as 8 years old. Our generation has seen plenty of things, from gore, blood and guts, to horror and sinister things done to people all over the world. We've seen countless inhumane actions done to people over and over again, all at the access of our little screens. I knew something was wrong with us when I had friends who watched shows like Happy Tree Friends on a daily basis, even while enjoying their meals at lunchtime. I've seen self-mutilation videos, torture videos on the deep web, and read countless stories of things done to people in the blink of an eye. I, as well as many other people, constantly live in a state of fear and misery, knowing any day could be our very last, that nowhere is safe. How can I trust the government after all the fucked up things they've done to my people and others? It's hard to be hopeful when it feels like we're barely even heard. When we've even seen the generation behind us, millennials, who were promised the world, still struggle to this day. When people of our generation complain about what's going on and told to be quiet, to stop while whining, to cease being snowflakes. The irony of that word. I've come to distrust both sides, liberals and conservatives. At this point, they feel like the same side using different tactics to reach their goals of power and control. We're fucked up. A different type of fucked up. You can see it in our jokes, our humor, and we know this. We're very aware. We see what's going on, whether you notice it or not. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Won't lie, it was a little bit different than my normal ones. I kind of wanted to try something new, spicing up around here. But yeah, that's about it. Feel free to like, comment, and hell, if you want, subscribe. It'll mean a lot to the both of us. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Well, that was embarrassing. You're too busy watching Dragon Ball Z, but you're dropping the ball by dragging out our melanated leaders. Wake up! Don't you see what I'm saying?